Good
all the time.
verse 23. If anyone to become my followers,
If any want to become my followers,
Let-
then follow me.
from our difficulty, Jesus suffered up all our take away death, not by avoiding suffering in Italy. I only knew like that declared been so much popular. The more the suffering, the more the glory. That means no suffering goes in vain before God, as Saint Maria Faustina Kowalska wrote in the diary. Suffering is an eternal treasure. Or in Birmingham, it's an eternal. Saint John, from somebody going Parkinson's, is teacher. How to sustain God
That I may know how.
wakens my ear with Parkinson's. Or in a culture where people, their problem is they don't need commit repeatedly of suffering. Forming that it should be come. Jesus. How this is more than so when sin 480 wounds speaking about putting up in this way, we have to tell even his present worker installations of Christ. We read 3 times danger in the wilderness. These are the things we hide. We don't want people to know our background. I was preaching in Nairobi, Kenya, saying that I myself have gone half these 5 and I got around 600 wounds. Can you consider me worthy to become your disciple? Disciple is the Saint Paul is tells what his own if stranger. Remember, this is the cross you have to carry in your life. If you avoid, reject, if you want to get rid of suffering, to carry the cross Jesus wants you to carry. 1 Peter chapter instructing them. Don't think you are the only that brothers and sisters in all the world so blessed, because the first Christian community, the first is thrown into the fire, to the den. We are issue for us, and we boast we are Christians, we are believers, we wanted to follow God, and the Lord is telling humiliation. You are not a disciple. You are not going the 30 suffering
At the fire
happening to you. Sister for appearing for her medical exam, she was going to be prepared to be a doctor, medicate her study of sickness. Came for the retreat, her face. So we asked her, I want to be holy. But my problem is I have many secret sins which I can't share with anyone. I was telling God for many years, Lord, the Lord first let in the flesh finished with whoever body, when you accept earthly life, this 15. Now
convinced that
one has died for those who live,
so that those who live him
who died
and
was raised to live is many very committed way. And when we start speaking to them, they had in the past terrible suffering. Untrue state mission. God is most important. You as faithful as you are, pure. Without her telling anything, looking at, she tried why God is punishing her with all these confusions. She came to meet Padre Pio before she speaking anything. Padre Pio looked at her face. You have done anything wrong. She was, and your suffering will be withdrawn because your brother will be converted. Pain that you carry for the intercession that you do. Believe 1.5 years later, husband all about avoid the thing. If anyone want to become my followers,
If any want to become my followers,
let them deny themselves
let them deny themselves
and take up these impossible. If he came to suffering, that he saved us. It dying, he destroyed our death. For suffering, accepting suffering, he conquered suffering. He got very surprised to know that there are of Assisi, Saint Clare, famous. I want to know why. After consulting with Maria Faustina Kowalska wrote treasure, Nairobi or in Paris or in an eternal treasure. Maria Faust declared the end of his God gave the Lord
that I may
he may know how body she therefore help to get rid of the Lord. Betrayed things wonder all inside your no disciple was thinking and no need even Jesus thinks that performance suffer Sweden wounds in the body of Jesus and Korea saint brought here soundless flogging from the Jews, the 40 beaten with rods. Once I received adrift from bondage, danger from my want people to know our bag. One lady came and told me, we never stand this. This is the reality. Speaking to God, my Lord, and 600 sisters and brothers. He accepts all kinds of ancestors. Those even those close. This is what Saint Paul carried. This is what all those who follow Jesus is carrying. Reject if you want to. Saint Peter, all evil one. World are that we call to in must we are all those who loved going to that as telling you suffering. Beloved, place among
to you.
Sin. I do remember one sister hold a pen and to be irrigation were so